Hi, and once again, we're back. It's another Friday, so we have to do a preview. Thank you guys for locking in with me. As you all know, every Friday for perfume-related content, 7 p.m., we tap into this channel and watch perfume-related content. All right, on this one, we're getting a little bit serious this time. We've knocked in a couple of designers, a couple of entry level into perfumery, but now you're trying to advance your level. You need to step up into the niche perfumery. Niche perfumes are perfumes that specifically have perfumers, and it's a house that solely makes perfumes. They don't cut costs or corners. Well, designer perfumes do the same as well. However, they are mass produced and then, well, they're appealing to everybody. But if you want something that makes you stand out, something that is rich, something that smells elegant, something that has a oomph to it, like there's something special in it, this is where we begin. Every gentleman needs this in his collection. Ladies as well. This thing is a unisex. From the house of Montel, sister brand Mancera. Mancera has a couple of bangers. I could, off my collection, off my shelf, I could knock off like 5 that are really solid. However, there's one that I believe every perfume lover needs in their collection. Not once, needs in their collection. Cedrat Boise, the EDP. There's an intense out. I haven't smelt it as yet. I'm not really drawn to this DNA now. However, let me not spoil this juice. Let's get into a proper preview of what this is like. I'm going to speak from the heart. I'm going to speak of the feeling it gives me rather than pull up what Fragrantica will tell me and I tell you guys things that you can read off. I want to give you a review that is true to my nose, and people who like that kind of profile will like this. This thing is a burst of fruits. From the opening, when you spray this, it's a bunch of fruits. Top note being pineapple, hence why people try to say it leans more to that Aventus DNA. However, nah, you need to be keen on this smell. This thing has a pineapple and lemon in the note. That's what I pick up. A bit of lemon. It dries down into a woody base with some sweetness in it. Now, the very first time I got my nose onto this thing, I saw a lot of previews. Everybody was hyping this thing. This thing was in top best perfumes for like 3 years straight. And I was like, I need to get my nose on this. I need to own it. And when I got it, my expectations were so high that the initial spray I got, I was like, nah, it can't be this. It really can't be this. It took me a couple of wears for me to understand how beautiful this thing is. Quick story. I step out of my place, I move out, and I'd forgotten something small, so I had to come back in, and I walked back into my sillage, the cloud of perfumery I had left in my house. I was emotional, I was touched. The smell was so sensational, it was so beautiful, that this instantly, at that moment, won a spacious space in my heart. I love this perfume so much. Presentations of these things come in a small pouch, nice box. At this point, I don't think I have the box anymore, but it's decently packaged. The bottles are really nice and snuggy. However, if you want to know you have the OG, it's not magnetic at all. These were the screw to open, nice atomizer. This thing is really nice. This thing is special. Don't let me start talking about what this thing has done for me. Don't make me get there. Please don't let me get there. No, I'm not going there. This, gentlemen, if there's one thing you're going to take away from this preview, you're going on a date. You're going for a special occasion. I don't need to say more. This thing is a beauty, and for its price, like I said, it's entry level into niche perfumery. At its price, it's something special. Now let's break this thing down more, because let it settle down. Let's give it a couple of, let me put a spray here, so that let's do 2 sprays. Let that settle down. Come back with an in-depth. I do not want to read things off a flyer of what their website is going to tell us. No, I want to tell you exactly how this thing makes me feel and how it acts on my skin. Basically give you a sense of what this thing will do for you. Projection, Nah, I don't think you need anything stronger than this. I've had people say online mine doesn't last, but this thing is special.
A few moments later.
Hi guys, I'm back now. It's been over 5 minutes. I lied. It's been about 6 hours now. Still going strong on my arm. Very nice, very pleasant. I would highly recommend this to somebody who's trying to get into niche perfumery. If you're getting into perfumes and you want something unique, you want something that will stand the taste of time, works all occasions, wedding, work, you name it. You're going club hopping, cafe hopping, pardon me. It works everywhere. This thing, pure stunner. Okay then, there's been this talk that has been going around that this thing has surely it has the Credaventus DNA, but trust me, even in the dry down, it takes a whole different route. It's in a class of its own. There's blackcurrant, there's some lemon in there, the pineapple is toned down, it's woody based. The wood in it is rich with the fruity element in it. So the very few fragrances that come across in our lifetime that stand out, things that leave a mark. I've been thinking really hard in my collection and the perfumes I've smelled a lot of perfumes, but Cedrat Boise is one scent that has reigned in its ranks. There's a reason why this is one of the most complimented perfumes out there. There's a reason why this thing has ranked Fragrantica ratings high up there. The prices on this are not, it's not a pricey scent, but the scent profile in here is so rich that it demands respect. Every time I'm walking around and I find somebody wearing this, I will stop in my way, compliment them, and move on. It's that beautiful. It's Cedrat Boise. I would highly recommend this for somebody who's trying to get into. You need, if you're one of those that just wants one perfume that will work for all seasons, that will stand and make you stand out at all times, this thing would come in mind. Cedrat Boise. Currently, is it relevant now, 2025? Surely it is still very relevant. There is a new one, the Intense Cedrat Boise. They say it's really strong on projection. It lasts much longer than this. However, this is an older batch, so I'm not doing it justice. This is a way older batch. It's way denser, way richer. But I'll still advise guys to go for the Intense. The Intense is really good. I've smelt it. I have a cup. For your sake, I'm making the mistake of buying another one so that we can preview it together. Scent on this, really nice. Please, you need this in your life. You need this juice in your life. Unisex scent, I would say, very lovely. Good on price. Price of these they're not really pricey. They're not pricey at all. Highly recommend this. Till next time, I remain yours truly, Kwemba Joshua, The Fragrance Life, with this segment, Fragrance Friday, where every Friday, 7 p.m., we lock in and we watch perfume-related content. Till next week, next Friday, lock in. If there's anything you'd really want to see, you want me to preview, please let me know and we'll bring it up. Thank you. Cheers. Till next time.